guys, this is Sweet Budgets. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. We are back in the studio. I'm back in the city, so you can see right now I have my normal props back on my video. So I've got my cash tray and my little lamp right here. I did come back on Sunday and I arrived in the afternoon, which was super great. There was no traffic jam. So this year I'm definitely lucky I didn't have to face all the normal, rush of coming back to the city because of my extended stay back in my hometown. Yes, I am feeling a little bit homesick because, I feel like 2 weeks is never enough for me. But I have worked out a plan on the future to always go back probably in a 2 months rotation. So we'll see how that works. For this video, I am finally going to do something a little bit different. What I will be doing is I'll be trying to condense a few of my envelopes, not all, but a few, and I'll be changing some notes to 100 ringgits that I have here. And then the second thing that I will be doing is I will be putting in placeholders in envelopes that do reach 500 or 1000 ringgit. So these are kind of like trial placeholders. It wasn't something crazy that I wanted to create, but I just basically printed these out on colored paper and used just a simple black print. Nothing special about these, but I did do this yesterday to use in this video. So let's go ahead and do that first. Okay, so the first envelope the first binder that I do want to condense is probably in my savings and emergencies binder. So in here, the first envelope that I do want to condense is savings, and I will be condensing the 20 ringgit notes. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So this will be replaced with a 100 ringgit note. Okay, so let me just put these in here. Alright. The second envelope, let me see. I think I will condense the 25 ringgit envelope and I will take out these 250s and replace it with 100. The next one will be the 30 ringgit envelope, the 30 ringgit challenge envelope, and I think I will be changing these 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Alright, so we just put these 10s here, and I will be changing that up to the 100 ringgit note. And what I also want to do is I want to change a 10 ringgit into 5s. Okay. I'm just gonna put the 5 ringgit together here. Alright, so I think that is the condensing that I did do. Okay, so now what I want to move on to is my cash stuffing for the week of the 22nd of May until the 30th to the 31st of May, since it is a longer week. So we'll be doing a whole cash stuffing for the last week of May, which is gonna start next week. So the amount that I do want to cash stuff is actually 440 ringgit. Okay, so I've already done the change here, and then as I go along, whichever one that has hit 500 or 1000, I'll be replacing it with these placeholders, and I will try to also condense if it's possible. Okay, so let's get into my savings binder, my savings and emergency binder. Okay, so in emergencies, it's gonna get 50 ringgit as per normal. I have 100, 200, 250, 100, 200, 250, 300, 250, 400, 455, 556, and 620. So guess what's gonna happen here is that we will be putting a 500 ringgit placeholder. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 ringgit. Okay. So this is gonna go in here, and I also do wanna condense the other envelopes if it is possible. Okay, so that's 500 ringgit, and the emergencies envelope will have this 500 ringgit placeholder. Cool. All right, so the next envelope is savings, and savings will be getting 30. So let's see how much we have in savings. Oops. Right now. So savings now has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 410, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So there is 480 ringgit in savings, and I'm just thinking that maybe I can also 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I can definitely change these 20s and take out probably like these 2 50s. Oh god, okay. These 2 50s to replace. Alright, so let's see. 100, 200, 300, 350 now. 370, 370, 300 and 370, 390, 410, 420, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. Okay, so correct. So that's 480 in savings. I think one more stuffing and we're definitely gonna hit a 500 ringgit placeholder here. Okay, so in recovery is gonna get 10 ringgit, and I don't think, look at this 10, I mean, what went through it? So I don't think I will be making change, or I don't think I will replace these notes yet in recovery. Sorry, let me just count that. So in recovery we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 110. Okay. In my envelope, I'm also be getting 10 ringgit. Goodness. And now in my envelope there is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and also 110. Okay, so in the 15 ringgit challenge, it's gonna get its 15. So 10 and a 5. I think it disappeared somewhere under here. Okay, so let's see if I can. Okay. So 10 and a 5, and in the 15 ringgit challenge now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 25, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, so 240. Okay, in the 25 ringgit challenge, I don't think I want to condense these just in case, so I'll just leave the 15 ringgit envelope just as it is. So we did 25 ringgit already, but let's just see. Okay, so in the 25 ringgit envelope, it's gonna get its 25 ringgit, so that's a 20 and a 5. Okay, this is not great. Alright, so now in the 25 ringgit envelope, there is 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 400 ringgit. Wow, okay. So maybe I do want to change these 20s, but no, I don't think I want to. Alright, so that's the 25 ringgit envelope. Okay, so the 30 ringgit challenge is gonna get its 30. Okay, so that's a 20, and I guess I'm gonna use this 10. Oops, there's no 30. Okay, so now in the 30 ringgit challenge envelope, there is 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 430, 450, 470, and 480. So this is also going to hit a 500 ringgit marker soon. Alright. Okay, so in 1 week extra is gonna get 10 ringgit. So now in 1 week extra, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 75, 80, and 85 ringgit. So that's in 1 week extra. Okay. Home emergencies is also gonna get 10 ringgit. So now in home emergencies, we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and 65 ringgit. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's done for this binder. Okay, we are gonna move on to the sinking funds binder, and I haven't put the envelopes back into my third binder yet because I'm actually rethinking of doing some of the envelopes, and I'll try to explain it to you later on what I want to do. Okay, so in the 5K challenge, for this week, the 5K challenge is going to get 150 ringgit. Alright, so for those of you that are wondering, how do I do my 5K challenge? Basically, I start off with 50 ringgit, and then the next week, it's going to be 75 ringgit, 100 ringgit, 125 ringgit, and then 150 ringgit. So whenever I finish 150 ringgit, I roll it back to 50. So I do that on a rotation basis. The 5K challenge will be getting 150 for this week. So now in the 5K challenge, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 950, 70, 90, 95, 1000, guys. Okay, so this is the first envelope that I've actually hit the 1000 mark. And I'm still thinking whether I want to put in the 1K placeholder or if I just want to change it to 500. And I think for this round I would want to change it to just 500 ringgit. So let me check and see. I think I will change these into, okay, let me change this into 50 first. Okay, and then switch that up here. And then let me see, I'm gonna put the 100s to the side. All right, oops, and count out 500. So 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 ringgit. Okay, so that deserves a 500 ringgit placeholder. All right. Okay, so let's see if that's 1000. So 500, 6, 7, 8, 900, and 1000 ringgit. Yay! Cool. So I did realize that I left the 50 ringgit note out of my 5 weekly envelope because I had to retake this video so many times. So I did go back and put it back in before I started stuffing this envelope. Okay, so in my 5 weekly challenge for this week, it will be getting a 50 ringgit. So now in the 5 weekly challenge, there is 100, 20, 30, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So that's 275 ringgit. And I think I will change these notes to probably 250. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 100. Or maybe I'll change it to 100 ringgit. So I'm going to put 100 in there and change that up. So that's also condensed. And work expenses is going, so I'm not gonna stuff future optical clothing or gifts yet, but work expenses is gonna get 20 ringgit. So in work expenses there is 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, and 62 ringgit. Health is not getting stuffed. Oh, and I did use 5 ringgit to get some medication from the doctors yesterday, so I need to unstuff 5 ringgit for that. And health should have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 ringgit now. Okay. So I totally forgot about it, but I did go to the clinic yesterday to get some medication for my migraine. Alright, and pet supplies is gonna get 30 ringgit, so that would be a 30 and a 10. Sorry, a 20 and a 10. So now in pet supplies, there is 20, 30, 35, and 40 RM440 ringgit. Alright, so there is no stuffing for that snowball. Extra my birthday house for this week as well. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. If you do like this type of content, please kindly hit the subscribe button and click on the like to this video. If you do have any comments, do leave them down below. Alright, so thank you so much. To the next one. Bye.